point I should point out, I forgot a towel. Oh. Cheers. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was stood there for a bit psyching myself up, and I think that kind of sometimes makes it worse. Once I got in, it was fine. I think standing on the outside looking in is probably one of the worst things you can do. A bit chilly now, but it's not too bad. Got a bit of winter sun. Got a nice cup of tea going. I admit it's probably not the best time to swim. I call it swimming, it's more of a paddle really. It wasn't as deep as I thought it was going to be. But I know people do it all the time in Scandinavia, like the Christmas Day swim and New Year's swim. So I thought I'd just go for it. And I know I would have been annoyed if I'd walked away from it and hadn't got in. I'm pleased I did that. It is fun wild swimming. I had to wait a while for a person to pass. But yeah. It was forecast to snow, which has slowly turned into sleet and rain. Let's see what the weather says. Oh, no signal. At first I had to break the ice, which the more I put this into words, the more ridiculous this sounds. But once I started smashing all the ice, it wasn't as that cold. But luckily, this is at the top of a hill, so I got warm walking here, and then I set myself a time limit for like 10 minutes to get in. I probably spent longer than that because I was looking at it for quite a long time. But yeah, no, I am pleased I did that. I kind of want to do something else now. I will wild camp at some point. I kind of want to wild camp in the snow, but then the rational part of my brain is like, don't do that. I guess my happy holidays and soon to be happy new year, today is the 28th. For me, I guess it is technically lockdown part 3. Work is closed again just because it's easier, I think. Even though we are in tier 2 and we can be open, but I think they just swap easier to close us until the end of January. So yeah. I guess some goals for the new year. What do I want to do? I need to finish my apprenticeship, which I'll be done soon. Having exams for that. I want to get out on my motorbike more. My friend has got a Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I would like to buy a new bike. As much as I love my bike, I'll have my Yamaha forever. It's a Yamaha YBR 125, but I do have a full license. I just haven't ever really got around to getting a bigger bike just because I've always been travelling. I would like to get one this year, but I just put a deposit down on a tiny house trailer. Me building this swings in between excitement and I can't believe I'm doing this, and then when I finish it's going to be amazing. And the other half of me is like, I've never built a house in my life. What am I doing? But I think step by step and just break things down, I'll be able to do it. But yeah, it's pretty daunting in a way, I guess. But yeah, so I'm building a tiny house. I will be filming that and putting that on here. We'll see more wild swimming, wild camping. I'd love to go abroad again, but obviously with COVID, we'll see how that goes. Gardening, that's something I really want to do more. So obviously during this year's lockdown, me and my friends really got into gardening and we grew quite a lot, so next year I want to grow even more. So we'll see how that goes and maybe keep some chickens. Yeah, I'm sporting a new hat because I accidentally shrunk mine in the wash. It was actually after a day of digging in and preparing the site for where my tiny house is going to go. I washed all my clothes, put my woolly hat in the wash. Forgot it was in my jumper, and it shrunk beyond repair. Like, yeah. So, new hat. And it's so peaceful. I can hear a bit of the nearby traffic, but apart from that, there's no wind at all. It's like the perfect winter's day. Well, one of them. I guess the perfect winter day is snow, which I haven't found yet, but I'm kind of hoping it will maybe snow in the new year. I thought of 2 other New Year's resolutions I'd like to accomplish for 2021. One of them is that I'd like to do another long distance hike again. In the UK, obviously, probably either the Pennine Way or the coast to coast. So I'm hoping to do one of those, depending on lockdown and tier rules and things like that, but we'll see how that goes. And the other one is I want to walk 10,000 steps every day. I have a new Fitbit because I spend a lot of time in front of my computer doing work, but also procrastinating as well. So the plan is to motivate myself to move more every day. But yeah, I think apart from that, those are my, at the moment, what I want to accomplish next year. For tonight, for New Year's Eve, I think me and my flatmates are just gonna have some food and some drinks and play some games. Should be quite nice. Tomorrow I don't know what I'll do. Probably take it easy, go for my first walk of the year and get 10,000 steps in. I can almost have a nap. Should have brought my hammock. But yeah, I hope you all have a really good New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day, and I hope that 2021 is an easier year for people. But yeah, I'll see you in 2021. It's just quite cool. It's like an electric lighter. Don't touch it, it hurts. Yeah, I touched it.